It doesn't matter. Beautiful. So I can go home? So I can go home? No. You want to think about that?
Are we gonna wait for them to hear that, or?
I guess the mayor said we don't need a quorum at least. Don't need a
We
quorum.
don't have
Well, I
any
thought we
EDA
could-
here to talk about the EDA part of the PC.
Well, then you're out.
So you won't have any, well, would you have a report, Brian, on the EDA stuff? Well, then we'll just zip right by that, I guess. Might as well
They're
start
all
the meeting
about,
since
they're
we
all
said.
about 10 minutes out, I'm being told.
We'll be done.
We're about ready to adjourn.
Tell them to make a U, yeah. Tell them to make a
General
U-turn.
consensus is Newman's.
That's right.
That's where we're gonna meet? Okay.
Bye.
I guess that
Come
works.
back? No, thanks.
So,
No.
we get started? Really want me to quorum, or do they need to?
Don't need a quorum.
All right, let's do her then.
Adjourn.
Move to adjourn, there you go. My first meeting lasts 3.5 minutes.
Just use your mic.
Okay,
Because they're taping.
it's 5:05. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Roll call. Is that something?
Get help with that.
Start with who's here, it's quicker.
John Mungy,
Here.
Elaine Barton.
Here.
I suppose I should, Commissioner Blees,
Here.
Eric Brenna,
Here.
Commissioner Gelbin,
Here.
Commissioner Wise.
Here.
Commissioner Muhick is on his way. He said he was going to be late. Is Councilmember Wong on her way?
Yeah, I haven't heard back from her yet,
Okay.
so
And then City Manager Frandl,
Present. Here.
Councilmember Cole,
here.
Mayor is en route. Brett Gary is absent. Archie Vickerman is absent. Tom
Archie's
Schiff's.
on his way.
Archie's on his way. Tom Schiffsky is absent. Donald Jensen
On his
on
way.
his way. Kevin Fuller, absent.
Absent to my knowledge.
And Robert Dew,
Absent.
absent.
They'll all be here at 6:30.
Okay, staff-wise, we have
So- I told you I have the B squad tonight. City Planner, Brandy Howe. Okay. Lisa Ritchie is absent. You have the B squad. And Morgan Dowley is absent.
All right. Move to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
So moved by Rick. Second?
I'll second.
Second by Eric. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passes. Next on the list here is approval of minutes from the June 10th meeting minutes. Excuse me, May 10th meeting minutes. Was that our meeting? Or was that the other people?
That's the
No, that was the
the
joint
joint.
meeting.
Yeah.
Joint
I was
We would-
wondering Who's here?
We wouldn't
Who's here
approve
to
our
do it?
meetings here.
Who's here to approve it, but whatever. Motion to approve the minutes?
Well, I have a correction or a question on them.
Sure. Go ahead.
Page 4 of 5 in the packet, under Planning Commission Work Plan, the second little paragraph consists of one sentence that says, "City Attorney Maddock cautioned about the need for contiguous outdoor seating." City Attorney wasn't at the meeting, so I'm not exactly sure what that's referencing. It might have been something that was passed on, to
Yeah.
from the city attorney, I don't know, but maybe somebody could get that, maybe Lisa could get that clarified when she's back. That was all I noticed. So I'll move to approve the minutes.
Elaine approve.
I'll second.
Second by Adam. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, approved. Next is commission business and action item recommendations. Planning Commission sign ordinance update. That would be provided by,
We'll let Brandy, if you want Brandy to do it, or you could do it.
what?
Who has it the best memorized right now?
Not me.
Probably Randy.
Why don't you just ask Brandy to give a
Brandy,
quick
please.
update?
If you can do a quick update. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Well, thanks for letting me present on the sign ordinance yet again. For your benefit, the Planning Commission met on this, was it just last week or 2 Thursdays ago now? And have come up with the final revisions, which will now be for the public hearing after this meeting. So there were very few that come to mind, just clarifying. And the one that was of any substance was to alter the square footage of the projecting signs to increase it to 32 square feet so that the new Max Diner sign would be in compliance as opposed to require a variance under the new ordinance. So that has been resolved. And now it is ready for the Planning Commission to hear public comments, and then it'll be passed on to City Council next week, Tuesday.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any more? Anything more about that one? Anybody has anything?
Well, I'm just going to comment. I know you mentioned the Max Dinette sign, but actually, the discussion that we had about that was really that with the larger buildings that are being built downtown, the old, maximum square footage just was too small, really, for the size of some of the structures. So I just wanted to clarify that it wasn't just to allow one sign. Thank you.
Hi there.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
You made it before I did.
Here.
I don't live very far from here.
Nice. Welcome, Mayor. Welcome, Don. How are you?
Good.
Good.
You want to sit up here?
I'll sit right here. No, go ahead.
Hey. That's taken care of. Any other questions on the sign ordinance? We're good to go. Okay, the other one's Planning Commission finalized priority projects. Do we have anybody that's gonna be talking about that at all?
So I apologize for being late. My schedule, I got about 8 things on here, and today I missed this one, so I apologize. I was talking to Don before, or a little bit earlier. At the EDA, we kind of talked, maybe you would give the report, but I don't think we're prepared for that.
No.
So I think the,
City Manager Frendel's got her covered.
yep, so I think Brian would be able to give an update.
Interim.
And again, I apologize, it's one of those things.
You want to continue with B? John? The Planning Commission finalized priority projects, that's really a to-do that we have, that we wanted to finalize actually what the priorities are now that the redevelopment master plan is approved and we've got, the sign ordinance done, but we know there are other things that are on the list. And so we just need to spend a little bit of time prioritizing them and getting an idea, I think, of really what's going to be involved. Some will probably be less intensive work than others, but
And we went through our list and kind of prioritized what we wanted to do.
everything was kind of right up there.
It was.
Everything
A
got
lot of number
moved.
ones.
Exactly,
Keep getting
so
bumped.
we need to do a little better job on that, probably.
Yep, I agree. EDA finalized redevelopment master plan.
Thank you. Brandy, you've been to almost every meeting about all this. Would you like to just do a quick overview?
Hi, Brandy. I'm Tim Cole. Nice to meet you.
Now it's on. The city council had their final meeting on Tuesday, and they approved the plan as presented. It was recommended for approval by the planning commission at the last meeting and by the EDA at their last meeting on, I believe, I forget the date, about a week ago or so. Yep. So it's official. That one is checked off the list. So you can add some of those projects from the last page of that document into your to-do list.
Perfect. Thank you. Next one is 2395 Margaret Street, potential redevelopment.
So this one's been in the works for a while. We've had a contractor that put in a proposal early on, probably even into last year. Things slowed down a little bit with the previous city manager, and then we reached out to that developer again. We have them engaged now again for, they did propose a plan. Previously, we were hoping for a little bit more. We're going to work on that plan a little bit, maybe a little better facade and just a little better outcome for the building. More to come on that. We're in the beginning stages again. We just had a meeting with them just last week. We had another developer that was interested, I don't know, probably last year, but due to recent economic conditions, we don't know that they're going to move forward with it with interest rates the way they are. So they were a little concerned. They pulled back a little bit. But we're moving forward. They're going to work on updating their proposal, and then there'll be more to come on that.
Can you fill us in a little, is it a residential?
It'd be a residential. There might be one bay, if you will, for commercial that we're looking at. Otherwise, yeah, it would be residential, correct.
Okay, and about how many units?
What was do you remember the count on that? How many units that proposal was?
Potentially could be about 60 units is what they're looking at. But I just want to say that this was the same gentleman that presented a couple years ago, and then their company went under, and now he's with a different company. So they're kind of retaking the lead on it again. And our biggest thing was facade, what it's going to look like. Back a couple years ago, it looked very generic, and we weren't very kind of happy with with what it was looking like. So we told them we're pretty strict about it, that we want it to look pretty nice. So we're going to try to, what they're going to come up with is a plan to make it look kind of similar to what this building looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're pushing for.
Question on that part is the Lily one moving forward?
So we'll maybe update you on that at the end here.
Okay, oh, like at 7th Street Parklet, okay. All right.
No, that's different, but we should update, we'll update you on that.
Okay. I was just curious because of, yeah, thanks. All right, then we'll move on to the 7th Street Parklet.
So we've had discussions about this. There's been a couple of different ideas of how that was left before when the clinic was tore down. Some people thought that there might still be a basement underneath there, and there were concerns that maybe it could be gathering water inside of there. And so we're hiring a company, WSB, the city engineering company, to do some soil boring tests over there and to see if we are hitting a basement down there, to see if there needs to be any corrections for the soil, or can we just put like a temporary parking lot. It's still in the works. We have not have an exact date yet for the soil boring tests, but that's in the works. So we're moving forward. Oh my gosh,
20 years?
Quite a few years ago.
it's been at least probably
There's a chance
15.
They might have pushed it in instead of hauling it away, like,
We're pretty sure they pushed it in.
okay,
What we don't know is if they broke out the bottom of the basement,
not all.
So it drains out.
otherwise
Yeah,
we got a pool.
Sure.
right.
So what this will do, if we get this report back for the borings, it'll actually be beneficial for the potential developer, knowing what's underneath
Yeah.
there.
And,
So it's not just, we're just doing this, and we're trying to find out what's underneath there. It's
well,
gonna be very
anytime people
helpful.
guess for prices, they guess high. If they know what it is, then we get more realistic.
Right.
Makes a lot of sense. All right. Any other things? Next thing is reports from staff.
Maybe we should update on the Lilly building real quick.
You bet. So we're pretty excited with the plan that's come forward with that. That's a 4-story building, looks like about 81, 82 units in there. On the ends, I guess if you want to call them pillars, but they were 4 stories. And in the center, it drops down to 2 stories with kind of outdoor, I don't know, like a sitting area, common area for the apartment complexes. And in the center as well, there will be units for live-work type facilities. So someone may have like a realtor business, you know, that they can have out in front, and then they could actually have a living unit in the back. So there are several of those units in the middle, but it's really taken into consideration, well, you were at the meeting, the consideration of the public and their input, and it's just a really good-looking building. Really excited about it, and it's starting to move forward now. In the council packet, there was a picture of the building that was brought forward, and that's kind of what they're rolling with right now, so it's really nice.
It almost looked like a courtyard on the second floor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, looked pretty nice.
And did I hear right that the developer may be
bring that
taking that other building on the very corner of Helen?
Yes, so that was part of the plan. So they do have a purchase agreement, I believe, with the person on the end.
So that'd be nice, too.
Yeah, from the parking lot of the post office all the way to the corner,
Oh,
all the
awesome.
way to Helen, correct.
That's good news. When I was figuring that out is when you mentioned the building over there is when they start that building, where are they gonna put some supplies and stuff? Because I noticed they did this, for the street, they used that lot across the street as a staging area. So when you're that landlocked all the way down, where are these people gonna be able to keep stuff so the streets are open and people and things can get in and out? So that's the reason why I asked about that corner there, across the street there is, you know, is that gonna be like a staging area so people can get their supplies and that type of thing, so. That was,
And the
it's kind of tough when you're landlocked like that, when they're going to be bringing tons of stuff in and out.
Yeah,
And the first floor will be retail, but they're going to be work, what do they call it,
work-live units.
work living units. So it's something, a new concept that if you have like a insurance company, you can have an office there, and behind there you can live there, and or artist, or who knows. There's a lot of different things you can do with that.
Yeah. I had some ideas about potentially putting a couple of murals on it, maybe reflecting some of the old streetcars that used to go down Sepulveda Boulevard, and so it's just it really brought together some really good, unique ideas that really looks like a good building.
That's good news.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, thank you for the update. Appreciate it.
So can I make a minor comment? I think the meeting minutes from the last joint meeting reference the Lilly Building, and I think it's not spelled correctly.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I just realized that, because is it not Lillie?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Just minor thing, but we might as well get it right for the people who care.
Yep. All right. If that's, I'll move on to reports from staff if there's any. Are we good there? Okay, I will move. Well, the next thing is adjournment.
Well,
Wow.
Just barely ripped in the door here. We're already calling adjournment. So anything else anybody like to bring up before I whack the gavel?
I know, so, did we talk about Max opening up on Monday? So Max is opening up on Monday. They have a soft opening this weekend. I believe everyone's invited to it. So it'll be Saturday and Sunday will be the soft opening.
Yeah. Sign looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did everybody get their,
I haven't gotten there to see the sign yet. but-
No, the invitation, yeah.
Invitation? Yeah.
yeah, I haven't seen the
It's
sign.
nice because it's angled in the building, so it just faces, it's really cool. It's a nice spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're planning on it
Yes.
on Sunday.
All right. Everybody good?
Good.
I just have one comment. Brandy, I want to thank you. I don't know what you're gonna do now. You got 2 big projects off the list. What? The billable hours will probably go down for North St. Paul for a little while. We appreciate that, but you've done a ton of heavy lifting on 2 major projects. I just want to, from me, I want to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank
It was a lot
you.
of work.
Yes, it worked out well. All right, then. I will call adjournment at 5:24.
You want a motion to adjourn?
What's all we do now?
You're
I'm
asking for a
giving the time
motion, or are you
first.
just gonna do
I'm
it?
just gonna adjourn. What do I gotta worry about you
Okay, it's
people
fine
for?
with me.
5:24. Who wants to call for adjournment?
I will.
Attaboy. We got Rick. Who else wants to leave? Don, he's just. All in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, everyone.
See, Terry, we can get these done.